Dr. Herbert Bloch, Executive Director, American Zionist Movement.
Thank you, members of Knesset. In the interest of time, I'll go back to English in the speaking, so it's faster. I'm honored to be here before I go back to snowy New York. I'm not sure why I'm doing that, but later tonight. Thank you. I'm here on behalf of the American Zionist Movement, the umbrella body of 51 national Jewish Zionist groups in America, a very diverse coalition representing the broad spectrum of Zionist voices, the American arm of the World Zionist Organization. On a personal note, I'm here also, and we talk about the connection, and Shira talked about the third leg of the American Jewish connection with Israel. My father was here in 1947-48 in the Haganah. My son is serving as a lone soldier in Israel. Skip the generation, I do something different for the Zionist movement. But that's just an example, as we've heard from the Nutra family and many others, of the connection of Americans coming here to participate, to volunteer in many different capacities. The Zionist movement, as I understand it, I wasn't in Basel in 1897, but Herzl envisioned it not just to conclude its work with the establishment of the state in 48, but to maintain the connection between Jews of the diaspora and Jews in Israel. That's the role that we help play with the national institutions, with the WZO, convening American Jewish Zionists to work together on behalf of the State of Israel. And you can see through our broad coalition how prevalent Zionism is throughout all aspects of American Jewish life. And therefore, when people are really, when they're attacking Zionists, when they're attacking American Jews for their Zionism, it is really an element of anti-Semitism, because Zionism is interwoven with our Jewish identity, and those bonds are continually strengthened. President Herzog, we had the honor of having him address our Knesset in New York in December when he was visiting, and he reaffirmed those bonds between American Jews and the State of Israel. There is so much history that's taken place from what was mentioned about President Truman, but Kaftet B'November happening in New York. Sadly, the New York City of those days is not what it is today in terms of political support, and that's an ongoing challenge for the Zionist movement. Some of the key things that I just want to convey to this committee is that, as we heard Ambassador Herzog spoke about not returning the October 8th Jews and the significance of that day. There's also October 6th, when American Jewish community and the society here was deeply divided, and that's another day that we don't want to return to, that we want to move forward. Unity doesn't mean uniformity, doesn't mean we have to be unanimous, and surely in the Zionist movement we aren't. We see a difference of opinions in this Knesset, in the Zionist Congress, but we can't let ourselves go back to those divisive days of hatred and vitriol and antagonism between the communities. There are a number of things, just briefly, that the national institutions, the Knesset and others can do to support American Jews, American Jewish Zionists. Obviously, as Shira said, it's not just a relationship based on aid and charity, but there's mutual impact of what happens. People in Israel feel the impact of what goes on when there are anti-Semitic attacks in America, and likewise what happens here, even what happens around the world. We're talking about America and Israel, but we're all impacted on what happened in Bondi Beach and other events. So strengthening those connections between people. I know that when members of Knesset, Turpaz and Tal, have been in New York, we've talked about the importance of bringing delegations of members of Knesset and other Israeli leaders to learn about the Jewish community, the diversity and the uniqueness. And that's something that really needs to continue. Likewise, the support of the state for immersive experiences to bring American Jews to Israel, especially young people, visit the land of Israel. Nothing is as impactful, both for strengthening their connection to the state, to Zionism, and their Jewish identity. And that is really something that we all need to work together on, and building those ties at an early age, not just with college students, but even earlier, so that people are prepared to go to campus and in their professional lives as stronger American Jews and as stronger Zionists. So thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for this subject and bringing it to the forefront of the Knesset, and the Zionist movement in America stands willing and ready and able to work with you on all these issues.